Hey guys, hope you're having a fantastic day today. I'm Dr. Imraan Choonara, your host for The Mad Show, where we are constantly making a difference. On this show, we break down average thinking, challenge you to discover your purpose, and ultimately pursue excellence so that you and I may make a difference in this amazing world of ours. Let's go mad together. Hey guys, listen. This, I think, is something that every single one of us struggles with or has struggled with at some point or will struggle with. Validation. Validation. Because I tell you what, validation is destroying your confidence. It's absolutely devastating your confidence. Validation. Now, hear me on this. Most people, and the world of social media, of course, and again, hear me on this. Social media is amazing. There's a lot you could do with it. There's a lot you can use it for when you use it for good. But are you just a consumer of it? Or are you someone who actually adds value using it as a tool? If you're just a consumer of things being thrown at you, and you wonder why you have no confidence in yourself, in life, in your abilities, in your skills, in your attitude, in everything. You have no confidence. And whether you agree with me or not, this is facts. You have no confidence because subconsciously you're seeking the validation of others. Now you may say, no, Imran, I don't care what other people think of me. I don't care. That's a macho thing to say. We all say it. But it's not a conscious thing, you see. It's subconscious. It's subconscious. It plays on your mind. You see, every single thing you read or watch or listen to, anything you ever give your attention to is in your subconscious. It never leaves you. Never. Never. Everything you've ever watched, listened to, read, people you've associated with, everything you've ever done is in you. And it contributes to making you the person you are today, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. That's it. You can't get rid of it. You can change it, you can dilute it, you can grow through it, but you can't delete it. It's there. You may have forgotten about it, so it's no longer in your conscious mind, but your subconscious still knows it. And it forms who you are. It forms who you are. Now, when you and I compare ourselves all the time on social media, and stuff, okay, forget social media. Before social media, for those of you as old as I am, before social media, you still compared yourself just to a lot less people. You still sought the validation of others. But it was a small circle. It was your neighbors, your friends, people at school, people at university. I remember, I come from a generation where the minute you leave university, and my part of the world where I grew up, the minute you leave university and you get a job and you make some money, the first thing you do is buy a car. Why? Often you don't even need the car, but you buy it. Why you buy it? Because you want others to know you can afford it. And in certain cultures and communities, certain cars were more sought after than others. Like you were better. Fascinating, isn't it? Seeking the validation of your friends, others, to say, oh, wow, that's amazing, that's great. And then you feel good. So you attach that validation you receive, you attach it to and it makes you more confident. And you probably remember a time in your life when you had something, or you did something, or you looked a certain way, or you wore a certain jacket, or a certain dress, or you drove a certain car, or you went somewhere and you posted a picture, or whatever the case is. And someone said, wow, that's really good. Wow, and somehow that became part of your identity. And then every time you drove that car, you felt confident. And you almost wanted everybody to know that that's who you are. That's very dangerous, because those things became part of your identity. Now, when you lose those things, or those things are no longer visible, or someone has something better, now you feel less than. And now you need to strive again to get the next thing, to be validated again. Now I'm going to share something personal with you. If you see me standing up, you'll notice that I probably have about 10 kilos that I should lose. Now, in my 20s, or in my late teens, and my early 20s, I was very fit. I used to train a lot, go to the gym a lot. I loved it. And then, for whatever reason, the whole discussion we can have around that, I started picking up a lot of weight. And I can tell you about that, by the way, another time. I weirdly made fun of someone else who was seriously overweight. I was in my early 20s, and I laughed at someone, not publicly, to myself. I literally made fun of someone who was severely overweight. And you know, God's sense of humor. A few years later, I was obese. And I didn't know how I got there. It was so weird. It's just over time, I became obese. To the point where I was embarrassed to be around people who knew me before that. Because I knew that they would look down on me, so to speak. I was ashamed. And I wanted validation. I wanted to feel good about myself. And I was looking for it externally instead of internally. I was still the same human being, meaning I was still a person growing. I was still a person growing and pursuing excellence. Actually, some of those years I was quite successful as a businessman. Isn't it weird? I was successful as a businessman, but still ashamed to be seen by people who knew me prior to me picking up all that weight. Because I kind of wanted their validation. And I needed it in some way. I was so ashamed of myself that I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. That's how bad it was. I couldn't. I couldn't face myself in the mirror. I couldn't look at my body. I was ashamed. My confidence. And it started affecting other areas of my life. It affected my business at that time. Because I was ashamed. Because I needed that. Now, maybe others didn't think of me that way. I don't know. But because in my mind, I saw that person, remember a few years ago, and I looked down at that person. Now that I was that person, I assumed that everybody else was looking down on me. Such a weird situation. Life can be so teaching sometimes in so many ways. I had to get to a point. The only time I started losing weight again and getting fit again to some degree, and by the way, I lost 40 kilos. So I was 40 kilos heavier than you see me today. 40. Can you imagine? My face looked different. I was a different human being. But as I started losing weight, the only time I could start was when I stopped needing the validation of others and I started getting proud of who I am and accepting where I was. Not proud like pride in an arrogance way. No, I had nothing to be arrogant about. But I needed to stop, accept myself, and start validating myself. Not waiting, because of course if I waited for others external to validate me, my own mind told me that nobody would validate me because everybody else would think badly of me, because that's how I used to think of others. So I'm grateful that I got to a point where I learned to become aware of me and then accept me. Now, acceptance does not mean you just say, okay, well, I accept how I look and I accept where I am, and that's just it. It is what it is. People must just accept me for who I am. No. Acceptance doesn't mean excusing yourself. I knew I was headed for destruction in my health, but I had to accept where I was first. You know, when someone goes to Alcoholics Anonymous, right? What's the first thing they're going to do? They've got to accept that they have an alcohol issue. They're going to say, hi, my name is so-and-so and I'm an alcoholic. Or my name is so-and-so and I'm a drug addict. Why? Because if you don't accept that you have an issue first, you can't do anything to make it better. So I had to accept. And I stopped requiring the validation of others about my weight. I gave myself the validation I needed to say, Imraan, you're cool, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you're heading down a path that's not good, but you're good as a human being. You're aware now. You're accepting it now. Now you can take responsibility for it. And now you can move forward to grow through it. And that's when I started losing weight. Because I was no longer trying to be someone for others. I was trying to be better for me. And what others thought of me or about my weight was no longer in my head. Now it was just about me pursuing excellence daily. And that's a journey I'm still on in so many other ways. So when it comes to your finances, etc., when it comes to your holidays, are you competing for other people's validation so you can show them on social media? Let's be honest. You know what? Have you ever been in a coffee shop somewhere and you watch someone across the coffee shop at another table? And all they're doing is they're sitting there and they're scrolling on their phone. And usually they're just scrolling, and sometimes there can be 2 or 3 people around the table, none of them talking to each other. And then all of a sudden someone wants to take a photo for social media. You know what they do? And everybody's like, and we're all together. And when that's done, they're back to, okay, can you guys have a conversation with each other? You see, but you know what? You seeing that picture. You seeing 3 friends, 4 friends at a coffee shop, at a cool, trendy place. And you seeing them having fun. They're not having fun. They're depressed as hell. They're not even talking to each other. Unbelievable. They're all to the butt. Send it to me. Okay, now post it. Hashtag, oh, come on. And you see it, and you're sitting, and you got no money to go to that cool place. But you want the validation of others. You also want to be seen the way you're seeing them. That will destroy your confidence. All of a sudden you feel like, am I doing something wrong financially? Am I not working hard enough? You've even seen it nowadays. People can rent out a mock-up of a private plane. It's not even a private jet. It's like a makeshift private jet, just one side, and you can be sitting there in a chair and someone takes a photo of you and you've got a glass of whatever in your hand. Imagine all this nonsense that exists. And you seeking the validation of those people? Really? The quicker you understand your value system, the quicker you will understand whose validation you really need. This life is not about you versus others. It's about you versus you. Those others did not bring you into this world. You did not bring yourself into this world. Even your parents, who you say they brought you into this world, they did not. Yes, they were part of the process, but they did not bring you. They did not choose your visual features. They did not choose your character. They did not choose your soul. They did not choose your uniqueness. A higher being did that. Our Creator did that. Which means, whose validation do you really need? Those fleeting people around you who themselves are messed up in life and don't know where they're coming or going? Or are you just competing with yourself, seeking the validation of your Creator? Because ultimately, who will decide when your time is up? The same being that decided you existed, right? So folks, when you think about this for a second, don't allow seeking the validation of others to destroy your confidence because you live a life of misery. If you do that, you want to live a life of joy. You want to live a life of significance. You want to live a life of value. You want to live a life that makes a difference to you, to your family, to your children, to your community, to your society, to your nation, and to the world. First step, stop seeking the validation of others and take control of your own confidence again. See you on the next one. And remember, if you want to make a difference and you want to be the mad one in your family and in your country, follow, subscribe, and share the message.